Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. And we are in Exodus chapter 10. And we left off at verse 13. So we're going to read verse 14. Whoops, I got to scroll up to it. No, I'm sorry. We left off at verse 23. So we're going to read verse 24. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and said, "Go worship the Lord. Even your women and children may go with you. Only leave your flocks and herds behind." Now, they had the plague of locusts, they had the plague of darkness, and Pharaoh's saying, "Okay, you can go, but you can't take your animals with you." Verse 25, but Moses said, "You must allow us to have sacrifices and burnt offerings to present to the Lord our God. Our livestock too must go with us. Not a hoof is to be left behind, not even a hoof." Okay, it means all four legs got to go. "We have to use some of them in worshiping the Lord our God, and until we get there, we will not know what we are to use to worship the Lord." Now, Moses is playing Pharaoh a little bit here. They did need to take some offerings, but they would have known which ones to use. He's just wanting to get everything out of there because he doesn't plan on coming back. It's a little gamesmanship on Moses' part. Verse 27, but the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he was not willing to let them go. Verse 28, Pharaoh said to Moses, "Get out of my sight. Make sure you do not appear before me again. The day you see my face, you will die." "Just as you say," Moses replied, "I will never appear before you again." And there comes a time when people's hearts get so hard they don't want the Word of God anymore at all. And if you try to present it to them, they will hate you. And the best thing to do, honestly, is to get away from them. And it's interesting that I'm reading this passage because my struggle is to try to go back to some folks who did not want to hear the Word of God that I had for them and try to reconcile with them. But the passage, the Bible's pretty clear, not just here, but in other passages about shaking the dust off your feet. Jesus said when you go to a town that doesn't want to hear it, the best thing to do, walk away, go somewhere else. I'm so grateful, though. You know why I'm grateful? Because you want to hear this word. I mean, you go on your Twitter page and you make sure you watch this video, and you're learning the Word of God, and you're learning the lessons that apply to your life. And isn't it cool how practical it is? These passages we're reading were written thousands of years ago, and yet they still apply to us today. All right, now we're going to get into a section here, and I don't think I'm going to start it today, so we'll have a little bit shorter version because we're going to be in chapter 11. But this is the final plague, and I want to make sure I have time to develop it, and it may take several days to get through this next bit of material. So enjoy the rest of the couple minutes that you got left and make good use of it. I love you so much. Thank you so much for wanting to be taught the Word of God. That means the world to me. And anyway, I hope you have a great day. Have a great day of worship today. And we'll see you next time on the next edition of Take 5. And, of course, I'm going to see you a little bit later today, too. All right, let me stop this video. There we go.